Record. Okay. We'll sell to you 385 bid price. The difference between this is 5. This is called spread. This is the gain the bank makes. The difference between the amount they bought and the amount they will sell. That's called the spread. Is it clear now?
Yes.
Okay, great. Great. Now, the question I asked earlier was, if you're about to take a trade and the spread is 2.0 pips and you're to use one standard lot to trade, how much would you pay?
$20.
$20, good. That was the question I asked earlier. So $20 is the price you pay.
So how did you get the answer?
Good, because we are putting everything we've learned together. We've talked about pips,
Okay.
we talked about lot size, now we're talking about spread. Okay? Now, this 2 pip is the spread, the difference between the bid and the ask. And you know, like we said yesterday and even today, that when currency moves from one point to the other, we calculate it in pips. So if this broker have bought, for example, at 380 and they are willing to sell at 382, it means that there is a 2 pip spread. The difference between the bid and the ask is 2, which is a 2 pips spread on this contract or this instrument. Right? Is that clear at this point?
Yes.
Good. Now, the volume that you're going to buy, the amount of dollar or euro or whatever you're going to buy, determine how much the broker will charge you on spread. So they are charging you 2 pip on every volume. So if the volume you're buying is 1 standard lot, which represents 10 USD per pip, and you're being charged 2 pip, it means that you're going to be charged 10 times 2, which is 20. Right? Is it clear?
Yes.
Let's do this. What if the broker charges you 3 pips, okay? And then you use 0.01. How much are you paying on spread? Can tell me the answer.
Come again.
Your lot size is 0.01. The spread is 3 pips. How much are you paying on spread? How much would this trade cost you?
$3.
Okay. Any counter answer?
No, $3.
$3.
$3.
$3. $3. Okay. Remember we said 0.01 equals 0.1 times pips value. PV, let's say PV.
Value.
Right?
0.2.
So it's supposed to be 0.1 multiplied by 3.
3.
Which is what?
That give us 0.3. $0.3.
So that's about 30 cents.
Yes.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
I believe it's clear for everyone. If you don't understand, please, this is a foundation course. Ask your question. Express your ignorance. Because if you don't know it today or now, it's going to cost you money. And this training is free. So don't lose money on a free training. So please ask your question. We'll talk about it again. We'll ensure everyone understands. If we do not finish this course by tomorrow, Saturday, I'll add 1 day to it to complete the course so that we can begin a beginner's course. And the reason for that is so that I don't want a situation whereby when we are done with the foundation course, we talk about pips and then someone brings me back to pips or lot size or leverage. You understand? That won't be fair. Okay? That won't be fair. That won't be considerate too. Okay, I believe we all understand that. So let's proceed. 0.1, you're taking a trade with 0.1. Okay? And the spread is 0 is let me not use 0. 0.25. Your lot size is 0.25. The spread is 3 pips. How much are you paying on spread?
$7.5.
That's it, $7.5. That's spread for you, man. That's spread. Now, another very interesting thing that many persons don't even factor into their trading is what they call swap. Now, when you hold a position overnight, the bank charges you some money for holding that position, and it's in 2 ways actually. It's either they charge you some money or they pay you some money. And the following factors will determine if you're going to be charged some money or if you're going to be paid some money. The only factor, rather, not the following factor, the only factor, interest rate. So if the interest rate on United States dollar is, let's say, USD and Canadian dollar is, you have USD, for example, 2.5, and you have Canada 1.0. Interest rates. What this means is that for every money you have in the bank, let's use minus here so that it will be more interesting. For every money you have in the bank, the bank pays you 2.5% on the dollar. Okay? That's in the United States of America. The bank will pay you. I'm using this as an example. I'm not saying that's what's happening now, okay? So the bank will pay you 2.5%. If you put your money in the Bank of Canada, the bank will charge you 1%. Okay? The bank will charge you 1%.
1% or minus 1%?
They will charge you. That's the negative already. They will charge you. They will charge you 1%. If it was plus that was here, we would have said they will also add 1%. So USD CAD minus 2.5% and minus 0.1. Now, if you buy these currencies, this is where swap comes in. If you buy USD CAD, for example, it means that you have given them money. You've put money in their bank, right? And so you'll be paid 2.5%. Now, remember when we were talking about currencies, we said when you buy this guy, you sell this guy. Now, for cards, if they loan money to you, if they loan you money, if you borrow from them, they will pay you 1% on loan. But if you put your money in their bank, they charge you 1%. So which means they don't want you to put money in their bank. They want you to borrow money from them. But the United States wants you to put money in their bank. They don't want you to borrow from them. So, and vice versa also in this case. If you borrow money from the United States, they will charge you 2.5%. But if you give money to them, they will pay you 2.5 because their interest rate is 2.5. Now, when you trade these two currency pairs, it means that United States will pay you 2.5%. Canada, where you borrowed money from, will pay you 1%. That means you have 3.5%. If you divide that by 360, that fraction will be paid to you every night. You carry the trade over. That fraction being paid to you on interest rates is called swap. Whatever this figure turns out to be, they pay to your account every night. If this figure is negative also, you also be charged that figure every night. So you either earn negative swap or positive swap. I believe that's what again. So that's swap for you. So for people who are long-term traders, so who are long-term traders, yes, they always factor in all this before they take open positions. They ask themselves, will I be charged positive swap or negative swap if I buy this currency pair? So if the charges is huge, and maybe every night they are charged $5, okay, and they want to hold this position for 100 days, it means that at the end of 100 days they have lost $500, whether the trade is in profit or in loss. So for many, that's quite an expensive trade. But if the reverse becomes the case and they say, oh, instead of buying this currency, I want to sell this currency, because if I sell this currency every night, I make $5 and I hold it for 100 days, whether I make profit or not, I would have made $500. So if I put $500 on this trade, in 100 days, I can still get back my money, irrespective of the direction of the chart. That's a smart way to trade. Why? Because they are benefiting from positive swap. All right. I believe everyone understands what we just talked about. This thing I just explained now is actually a strategy called carry trade. Okay, in our advanced class, we'll delve deeper into that. Talk about carry trade in details and currency pairs you can also use to do carry. Currency pairs you can use in doing carry. And also when you should be interested in doing carry. Right? Any question at this point?
Please, can you give the definition of a swap again? And is this an acronym?
No, it's not. It's not an acro. It's the charges you pay for holding a position overnight. It's either the amount you're paid or you pay for holding positions overnight. And that's actually a function of interest rate differential. Okay, let me explain that again. If the interest rate of the United States is 2.5, what that means is that the United States will pay you $2.5 for putting money in the bank, in their own bank. If the interest rate on Canada is 2, let's use 2, the Bank of Canada will pay you $2 for putting the money in the bank. The difference between these two is called interest rate differential, which is 0.5%. Okay? Now, when you open a position and it stays overnight, in this case, because the interest rate differential is positive, the bank pays you 0.5% divided by 360. Whatever that figure is, relative to the lot size you've traded, will be paid into your account every night. 10 p.m., the money drops into your account. The fraction of 0.5%. If it's more than that, if it's 3% or 3.5%, the bank pays you that fraction too every night you hold that position. Now, if it's negative, let's say -2%, interest rate differential, that is the difference between the interest rate. Let's do that again. I want to be as clear as possible. Let's say 2 and 4, okay? And you place a buy trade, a buy. This is the difference now is -2, right? So you have a negative interest rate differential. Divided by 360, the difference is going to be subtracted from your account every night. That charges, either the one paid into your account or the one that leaves your account, is called swap. The amount paid into your account overnight or withdrawn from your account overnight is called swap. Now, how can you check swap on your system, on your MetaTrader 4? Very simple. Let's share a screen and show you how you can do it. You come to Market Watch, you can see it. Okay, now you can see that the trades I took, this sell I took is now down, it's falling. You can see. Okay, good. I think that reminds me of something I should also tell you. You see, if you look at my chart, I'm coming back to Market Watch. Okay, I've not forgotten. I just want to say this before I forget the thought. On pips, if you want to check your pips, okay, instead of doing that math we did, all you just need to do is to put your cursor from the point where you want to calculate the pips, drag it down. You will see 3 figures. Can you see it? Okay, can you see it? I want to show you clearly. You see 3 figures. You can see 50, 111, and 0.7, whatever. The first one means the amount of candlestick that you've covered either to the left or to the right. Okay, so from this point where I am here to this point, we have 16 candles. We have moved 2.3 pips or 2 pips, and then the price is at 0.71816. So with this crosshair, I have the information I need. Okay, instead of doing the maths, 0 point something something minus 0 point something, you don't need all that on the chart. Just take the crosshair, drag from the top to bottom or from bottom to top. Whatever you see at the middle is the pips. So in this case, we have 126, that's 12 pips or 12.6 pips. So we can say that our trade has gone down 5 pips for the sell, and we are negative on the buy. How many pips? 7 pips. All right, so you can just use the crosshair to find the pip value. Okay, just pick and drag. So let's go to Market Watch. This is Market Watch 2. You click on it. Now, if you want to know the swap you'll be charged and the spread and everything, you right click. Okay. Once you right click, you see specification 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You click on specification. Let's scroll down. You can see here we have 5 digits. All right, that was exactly what I was explaining yesterday, if you remember. Some are 4 digits brokers, some are 5. Okay, 5 digits. Okay, so you scroll down. Good. You see swap. So we have swap long and swap short. This is the charges. So when you buy this currency pair, when you go long, you'll be charged 6.97 on a standard lot. That is when you use 1.0. You'll be charged 6.97 dollar every night. That's the meaning of this. So if you use 0.1, this amount will be divided by 10, which means you're going to be charged 0.69, or let's say 0.7. If you're using the micro lot 0.01, you're going to be charged 0.07. That's swap every night, this amount, because it's negative. You'll be charged this much. Now, if you short, that is if you sell, it's also negative, but smaller negative. Okay, this amount is actually negligible. So is it better to sell or better to buy? Much depends on how long you would hold the trade. Okay, so if you want to trade a standard lot and you wish to hold this position for 10 days, bear it in mind that if you're trading a standard lot for 10 days, you've already lost $60.9 on this trade if you want to buy this market. Okay, don't worry. We'll trash all these things out as we continue. As we continue. So let me stop there. Let me stop there. So swap long, swap short, that's where you find it. Okay, and all those stuffs. When in our beginner section, we'll delve into MT4 properly. All right, we'll talk about how to use the platform and some secrets. Okay, I have learned. I'll teach you all that on how to use MT4. All right. So that's that for swap. Okay, I believe you all understand. This is not a strategy. What the information I'm giving to you now, please don't use it as a strategy. It's just an information. There are ways you can trade without thinking about swap long or swap short. You're not interested in it. Depending, you should only be concerned about swap depending on how you trade, depending on how you want to trade. Okay. For some persons, they are not concerned about swap. For some, they are. Definitely for somebody who is going to trade this market for 10 days and is going to lose $60 or thinks he would lose $60 in 10 days without knowing if he's going to make profit on the trade or losses, he should be concerned about the money he has already lost first. So that's the reason why I'm giving you this information. All right. But with time, we'll form a strategy with all the information we've been gathering. All right. It's 8 o'clock already. Time to go. Thank you very much, guys, for your time. Do you have any question, please, at this moment? Any question?
What a free margin? You mentioned it. But
Let's talk about that
I don't think
tomorrow. Yeah, let's talk about that tomorrow. We don't have. I was looking at the time. It's 8:08 already. It's supposed to be 1 hour. Talk about all that tomorrow. Okay. We'll talk about free margin. We'll talk about margin. We'll talk about margin level and all that. All right. Thank you very much, guys, for your time. Thank you for your sacrifices. Thank you for being here. Let's do this again tomorrow. If we cannot cover this lecture tomorrow, we'll have an extra class on Monday. And then we may begin the beginners class in the next week or next 2 weeks. All right, so that we can all get up to speed. I think my internet can all get up to speed with what's going on in the forex market. All right. So if you need the video, please send me send me a message to my email at that's Joshua Leo Joshua.leo at mtrading.com. Okay. Joshua.leo at mtrading.com. Yeah, if you want if you want to do that, just send me a mail. Okay. All right. Just my contact, just send me a mail. We can take it up from there. All right. Yeah, just send me a mail. When you send me a mail, we can take it up from there. All right. So thank you very much, guys. Let's do this again tomorrow. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, sir. But I didn't start on time. Oh, please, I need the video.
Yeah, no problem.
I need the recorded teaching.
Okay, just send me a mail. I'll send it to you. Okay.
Even yesterday on, I've not gotten it.
Yeah, Stanley told me about it. He should have sent it to you. I sent it to him.
Okay. Please send through Stanley this one to me too, please.
No problem. No problem. I will.
All right, sir.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you, Kingsley. I appreciate you too, man. I'll be ending the meeting at this point. Bye, guys.